Hello, everybody. We are back making egg videos.
We're not making eggs.
We love making egg videos. Egg videos is probably our favorite video to be egging on.
It's very calm and very peaceful.
We get to talk about things we haven't brought up in a very long time.
We get to revisit our past, good and bad.
Yeah, and I'm sure we've offended so many people already. I'm pretty sure I offended women. Because I wanted to be one in the 1960s. We've offended older people, which I'm not taking back because they are bad to retail.
Oh, good Lord.
And I'm not taking back what I said about teachers because they were mean to me. They bullied me. They were the only people that bullied me.
So if you'd like to unsubscribe, feel free.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I apologize. The only thing I said about women was that I feel like they missed out on an opportunity that I would have loved to be a part of, which was staying at home. And just cooking and cleaning. I feel like I would really enjoy that. But
I'm cringing.
A lot of women have made a lot of progress, and I'm all for empowerment.
We love women.
Women are like my favorite gender. Aside from
good on you. Women are the best.
So yeah. And I'm pretty sure we offended some classmates as well if they got to watch. And so, I bet some of them think that we're weird now because we keep talking about them, like Brooke.
If Brooke is watching Pokemon videos.
Hi, Brooke. I'm sure there's going to be people from our class that are like, did you hear about what Raisin and Drew said about you? On episode 3 of Shiny Hunting?
Episode 3 of the Egg Hunt race?
Oh, goodness.
If I hear that ever in my life, I'm quitting YouTube. I'm quitting.
No, we'll still be racing, but we'll just
not talk. We'll just be quiet. Then it's just gonna be circles for everyone.
We will just play egg videos in the background of whatever we're actually playing. We'll be playing Arceus and have like a little video of us also hatching eggs that we filmed earlier, where we're not thinking and talking.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. We'll be okay. We'll all be okay. But how y'all doing? Hope y'all have had a great, tremendous week, because you deserve it. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Ring the bell, like the video.
We do a lot more videos than just this. This is more of our kind of like podcast-like videos.
It's our chill day.
Where we just talk about things we've experienced. Once we have more people watching, we will do a Q&A, which would be really fun.
Oh, I'm scared
especially if it's questions that relate to stuff that we've covered already.
Or more in-depth.
Be like, yeah, talk to us more about you following Brooke. In your
Not
car.
much to say there. Let me tell you the exact route I went on.
Oh.
It's a joke. YouTube. It's a joke.
It's a joke. He didn't follow her.
I did not.
It was made up.
Was not me.
Illuminati.
There we go.
But this week we're gonna talk about camping.
Yes, we were talking about.
Oh, great! We've had
school camps.
We had some fun camping things that we've done together.
Some of which were emotional. Like,
oh yeah, we're gonna be getting into an emotional romance story involving me and Raisins on the side.
I'm the side hustle.
Because he was
not the side hustle.
He was my sidekick at the time.
I was the guy in the chair.
He was my Darwin. You were the Darwin to my Gumball.
I really had no idea where you're going with that, because I really
you didn't
first
know who
thought
Darwin was.
No. I really thought you were going with like evolution Darwin. I'm like,
oh,
I don't believe that.
What's his first name? Charles.
Charles Darwin.
You're the Darwin to my Charles.
We're the same person. All right.
2 peas in a pond.
Yeah, let's
by that I mean 1 pig.
Let's get into the camp stories. Our little. Now, when we say camp, it was like spiritual retreats.
Ah, yes. They liked using that word. Sounded so Christian-like.
It did. Oh my gosh. Well, it started 7th grade for us. It's when we went to the camp. It's called. Should we say the name? We'll say the name. It's called the Wilds.
Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of camps called that. So
maybe.
I mean,
good luck. Well, if you find it, we don't care.
So it was 7th grade, and we got to go.
Yep.
Our first year to the Wilds. So we're gonna start on that trip. Let me talk about a little before that. There's this guy in our class. His name was Trey. Me and him, I'm going back to 6th grade. Me and him were actually good friends. I remember this. And we both had girls that we liked. I liked Becca. He liked Emily. And I remember one instance where me and him are talking, hanging out. We go to the field and we're picking flowers. You know, a very manly activity to do together.
Of course.
But we were picking out flowers for the girls that we had crushes on.
Was this...
That did not have crushes on us.
You said this was in 6th grade?
Yes, this is 6th grade. Really far back. 6th grade was 12 years ago for us. This is an ancient memory. But me and him were like really...
That is half my life.
Me and him are good friends, and he probably doesn't even remember us being friends because it was so long ago.
Oh, shoot.
You sent Ditto to a box. That's funny.
Dadgummit.
That gives me time to catch up. I gotta get to Charmander. But we were good friends, and before I end off that story, me and him did take the flowers to the girls, and they both threw the flowers in our faces because it made them giggle. So, now that that little flashback is over...
That's the story of my love life too, dude. It's okay.
We went to camp, and...
A whole year later.
Trey decided to switch sides. He no longer wanted Emily. He wanted Becca. Which that was the girl I was trying to press. Which I don't even think I truly really liked Becca. It was more of like...
Good friend.
Yeah, it was a good friend, but I didn't really know what relationships were, so I'm like...
It's 7th grade.
I'm like, if we're gonna be best friends, we have to be dating. At least that's what the old people tell me.
We don't need to get into older people because of what we talked about last week.
I'm gonna keep bashing old people.
Good night.
So, yeah, Trey decided to switch sides right before the trip, and there was a little bit of conflict because we both liked Becca now, so we both hanged around Becca quite a good bit before we even started going off on the trip. The ride there, I don't know who Becca was sitting with. I don't know who Trey was sitting with. I don't think they were sitting with each other. But I do know who I was sitting with. This guy!
I didn't even remember it.
And I had to let Tiny take turns halfway through because he really wanted to sit beside me. But we sat with each other on the way to the mall.
Oh, yeah.
And what did we get at the mall?
Jackets.
We got jackets.
I remember that. It was so funny. They were like sports jackets, and we were like the least athletic people.
We did not care about sports at all. I think it was for soccer.
Yeah.
We never watched a soccer game in our life.
You got an Italy one.
I got Italy, and you got like...
Netherlands. It was
Netherlands. Was it Netherlands?
Yes, it was.
And the only reason we got it, going back to Gumball and Darwin, mine was blue, and his was orange.
Some say it's staged. Some say it was staged.
But I remember, like, we went in there, I'm like, ooh, this is the new us. This is us right here. We have matching jackets with our own specific colors.
Oh, it's so cringy.
Oh, man, we were, like, walking through the mall, and I remember us both singing, Staying Alive, Staying Alive. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is a movie moment right here.
I wish I could go back in time and, like...
Keep patching eggs for me. I gotta show something.
I wish I could go back and just be at who I am today, but like go and just look at that moment of us in our little sports jackets singing Staying Alive, and I just want to like act. Oh my gosh, it still fits.
I have not grown since 7th grade. I was the tallest kid in my class in 5th grade to like 7th grade, but I never grew since 5th grade. So I stayed the same size. This was the jacket we wore to the wilds. I kept it all these years. Number 18. 17 is my favorite number, but this one says 18. But yeah, it was Italy, cause
Italia, right back there.
Italy.
hope that's... It'd be awkward if that wasn't even in frame. That would be funny.
It's actually... it's in frame.
It should be up.
What if it said Netherlands?
Italy! That'd be great.
Oh.
Well, since you got yours... I don't have mine. I don't have mine. I don't know what mine is. It's probably gone forever.
I kept all my jackets through high school. I don't know why I kept them. I guess I kept them from this for this moment exactly. You know what? I'm gonna keep wearing this jacket.
You're gonna get hot as crap.
As we talk about.
Wasn't it like? It was kind
of. It's like a
silky type thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear this because I wore it in the trip we were talking about. Phew. Never grew out of it. Apparently.
Never thought I'd see that again. Wish I didn't.
I wish I knew where yours was. We could be matching.
I wish I knew what mine was,
too.
That
would have been great. We should have planned that.
I probably don't even have it.
I should have told you to keep it a long time ago.
You're
you're going to need this.
Listen, in
12
years from now, we're going to be playing Pokemon still.
And we're going to be talking about this exact trip. So you need to keep this jacket on you
at
all times.
But back to you and the whole Trey Becca situation.
So yeah, we had a little bit of bonding moment. I think I started calling you Raisin because I
Was that it?
Yeah, that was the week. Because I'm like Jerry, and you're like it's Jason. Jack, it's Jason. Every single time I called you a name,
get my name
you
wrong.
Corrected me, and when I called you Raisin,
I don't think I heard
you did not correct me.
I don't think I heard you say.
Oh my God!
Yes! Yes!
It is 2-0 now.
Yes! Oh my gosh! Yes! Oh, it looks so cute. Oh. Oh my gosh.
You got a shiny Charmander now. I'm still on Bulbasaur.
I wasn't expecting it. I was really thinking you were gonna get the Bulbasaur next. I really thought. What the heck?
Let me hear the damage. How many eggs?
Oh gosh. I have no idea. What's its nature? Oh, it's trash.
That's bad nature.
Oh.
Decreased speed.
Jolly. No, it's up in speed. Up in speed, down in spatak.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So
you can make a physical.
It's a backhanded compliment nature. That's what it is. Cause speed's good, special attack is good. But
you're a physical attacking Charmander.
Oh yes. Okay. Hold on.
How many eggs? I mean, you hatched a good bit.
Okay. Let's see. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3.
Your box
4.
Is a mess.
Huh?
Your box is such a mess.
I know. Like I said, like once we're done filming a lot, I'll go and clear my boxes.
Yeah, you got a bunch to clear out.
Let's see. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 4 full boxes, so that's 120, and then it was basically 5 full boxes.
Okay.
So about 150.
Well, you guys will know the exact number.
Yeah, you guys
from
know.
The video.
We don't. This is the one, ain't it?
You're now on Squirtle.
I'm on Squirt Boy.
Let me go change your little image over here real quick.
Wait, I have one more egg to hatch actually.
Can I edit this while? I think I can.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Move that.
Again, I've never had a shiny Charmander in my life.
Now you do.
Now I do. Yeah.
Add an image.
Now we need Squirtle. Squirt. There's another police. Oh, I'm just pushing buttons now. I don't know what to do with myself. Woo!
You so happy?
I am happy.
I'm so sad. This was supposed to be my episode.
It's supposed to be your story. Good lord, I still have like a whole box of eggs to hatch. Dadgummit. So I could get another one.
I know I downloaded you. There you are.
Got him.
Alright.
Yes.
Time for Squirtle.
Let me go get Kanye back. Came from my Charizard. Good job, Charizard. You did good. The magic sperm.
Alright.
Again, that was early. We're like 15 minutes in.
You are the third Pokemon, and I am at the first still.
It's fine. You'll get it. You're gonna get it.
I had a feeling one of us was going to be so far ahead of the other. I just didn't think it was going to be me.
only leaves me, I guess. Heck yes. Yeah!
What if you get this would never happen, but what if you got every single Pokemon and I stayed on Bulbasaur? It's just a meme. I stay on Bulbasaur every single episode.
Maybe your Bulbasaur is gonna be my Lavesta.
I'm starting to think.
What you thinking?
I'm starting to think you're right. I feel like this one's gonna go over odds.
Think so?
I think so.
Well, what number are you at now? You're like, are you close to like 200? You gotta be. Oh, yeah. You're over 200. You're almost at 300.
Yeah, I am over 300 now.
You're almost at odds. You're almost there. You're getting there. What the? Oh. Yes. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah, dude.
So where were we at in this story?
Going to camp. We got the jackets, and I was saying like I would love to just like go back in time and like see us in our little sporty jackets singing "Staying Alive" in a mall, and just
we were so dorky.
Really debating like how
don't know how
my life has gone.
Get bullied. I guess we were still very likable back then.
I guess.
Are we likable now? Would you say? No.
I mean, we're pretty okay with each other. We have friends.
Yeah, we got lots of friends.
We have some friends.
Most people in our class, they don't have any friends now. They're mostly married, and they don't really have lives other than who they hang out with every single day of their life. We're both single, and we both have lots of friends.
We're both, yeah!
So they're probably going through a midlife crisis right now, and we're still living at our parents' house.
I'm still living in my crises.
Like, yeah, you are the crisis.
I am. I'm my own crisis. Heck yeah.
I can't wait to get the shiny Bulbasaur.
But do continue with you and Trey. I guess after we got to the place, to the wilds.
So, we get to the wilds. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. Oh, another thing to mention. I remember Keegan was now interested in Emily. Oh. So I remember he bought her like a little bracelet thing there.
Keegan, another guy in our class, by the way.
Yeah, he also failed a grade. He used to be in my class, so a little bit more connection there.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I was buying Becca a necklace, which she probably only wore twice her whole life. But
probably
it was me doing a nice gesture to declare my love.
Yeah.
This woman is married, by the way. This is kind of funny bringing up. And neither of us got to do it. Neither of us got to marry her. So that's great. That's funny.
Proved you both wrong.
Yeah, so this drama was all for nothing, which makes it even funnier.
Spent money on nothing.
Becca, if you're watching, you're awesome.
We love you.
Love you, Becca. Sorry I'm talking about you in strange ways right now. But
we mean well. We hope you're happy. We know you're happy.
Yes.
And we're happy for you.
Loved your wedding. Your wedding was fun. I hatched a shiny Pharaoh seed the day of your wedding. And that's one of the main things I remember at your wedding, so.
You just need to stop talking.
Sorry. So, I got the necklace for her. Trey's hanging out with her a lot. I'm hanging out with her a lot. So, obviously, there's going to be conflict. So, Trey, you know, he doesn't like that I'm talking to her and hanging out with her so much.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, she's like kind of somewhat having a small little relationship with him, not like too big of anything, but it was more of just kind of like
one of those 7th grade relationships.
Yeah, I was kind of like the third annoying character that's just there. It's like, oh boy, here comes Drew again, being the Drew thing.
You were like the main character who was like in the end supposed to end up with her,
but just failed and learned the true importance of friendship. That's what was happening.
Yeah.
So Trey's annoyed. And me and you, we're going to go on the rafts.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know where you're going.
Yeah. So we're walking down to the rafts. We get in the little boat.
It's a little.
It's a little paddle boat.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the tubing thing. Okay, but okay. Well, now
the little boat.
Well, like at the lake place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we keep trying to take off into the river.
Oh no!
We're like trapped between these
oh no,
these two docks, and we keep going back and forth, trying to get out. We hit the front, we hit the back, we hit the front, we hit the back.
We just ain't going anywhere.
We cannot get out, and we're like, I think I'm humming da 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 da.
And I'm just trying to leave because I'm embarrassed.
No, you're like, You were less embarrassed of the things we did back then.
Probably.
And so we do that for a good 5 minutes, and the dude that's supposed to be in charge of the boats, he's watching us the whole time. And he's just standing there.
I feel like he feels bad for us.
He's like, you guys do realize you're tied up?
No. This is what he says. I remember exactly because I remember this now. He says, he walks up to us and he goes, guys, really? He pulls the rope off the little peg thing that's supposed to keep it there. We never took
We
it
never
off.
saw it. We didn't know it was there.
We were dumb children. We were very dumb.
Yeah, so he unroped us.
And then we were free.
We were free. We were having a little romantic ride.
It was very nice.
In the water.
That'd
in that
be
little
nice.
paddle boat. And I remember... we actually went up to where Becca was. I remember that. And we talked to her some... And Trey was there too, of course, being annoyed. And we were watching people jump off of this little cliff area to land on this inflatable thing that pushes another person off into the air.
What's it called? The blob.
The blob, yes.
Yeah.
So they were all watching that. We joined them, and we looked behind us, and here comes Tiny on a little kayak, and he's laughing like this. And I'm like, oh my god. We were just being stupid, and me and Raisin were like, we gotta get out of here. And then we started paddling away while Tiny was chasing us in his little kayak, like, hey.
I don't remember that, but I can see it.
That's when he was super hyper.
Yeah.
He was a small little person,
full
of energy,
full of joy. What a dude.
And so he chased us around in the water. Once we got our dock back at the not the dock. Once we got our boat back at the dock, we got out, and all of our classes walking. We're all walking back to where we're supposed to be, and yes. I look behind me. Me and Raisin are walking. I look behind me, and Trey's walking behind me alone. He's pissed off, just staring me down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I think I need to talk to this guy.
No. That you know what happened before that?
What happened before that?
So you were up ahead of me, and then Trey and the rest of them, the rest of Pud were behind me. So I was in between you two.
Oh yeah.
And then I hear them talking about you, and stuff like that. Like you said, Trey was annoyed.
He was so mad
and
at
stuff
me.
like that. So I can't remember exactly what was said, but they were talking about you. And so I ran up ahead to to walk with you, and I told you what was happening, what was going on, and again that's when you decided to go talk.
So I'm like, okay, I need to talk to him. And I get beside Trey, and I'm walking with him, and I think this was the first thing I said to him. I'm like, I liked her first, right? But I was I said that in a jokingly way, but I was talking to him, and I was clarifying, I mean, listen, nothing's really ever gonna happen between me and her, but I still kind of hanging out with her. I was saying things I still want to hang out with her, and
yeah,
but
not
I'm not
pursue her.
I don't think I'm getting in the way too much, kind of deal. Just having a good conversation. And so we actually made up right there.
Aww.
And so we're walking back to the building, and I go out and find Becca to hang out with her. And
immediately
it was her and some other girl, I can't remember. And we were just talking, hanging out. She was kind of trying to avoid me, but also kind of try to avoid Trey at the same time.
Yeah.
And she was talking, like I said, they were like semi kind of dating. Like, I'm gonna date you while I'm here at the Wilds, but if my mom finds out, I'm gonna be in trouble.
It was a fling.
It was a small fling, and like I don't think Becca clarified that to Trey. So I was talking to her, and it kind of got onto that subject. Like, yeah, I mean, we're not gonna be able to date when we get back. I'm like, I got it!
Hey!
I got the shiny!
Look at that!
Finally!
You've done it! You did it!
I can go to Charmander now.
You can go to Charmander, and I'm still trying.
Sorry to interrupt this story, but this is more important right now. I gotta bask in this.
That was the last egg.
Yep, that was the very last
egg.
I have another batch right here.
Nice.
Let me go to my little shiny box. This one's also shiny. This Moltres was an event, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
That looks. I don't know.
It's exactly like. It's the same color scheme.
Yeah, like I don't know how I feel about that.
Let's look at your stats. It's the exact same stats your Charmander had. Buff speed, less special
Jolly,
attack.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you put it in a respective ball too.
Oh yeah, I always do that with my shinies. It's the perfect color scheme for it.
Cute.
Mine's
in a Pokeball.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I'm glad with that. I'm glad to finally be on the second one while Raisin's on
Rotom?
the. Actually,
Did I give that shiny
Rotom?
You
gave me that shiny Rotom.
I did, because I hatched 2 of them.
Yep, you gave me that. Everything else in here I caught, and except that was an event.
Look at that. Battle ready. Look at all those.
Everything in here is like...
There's the ice cube.
This was from the beach. This was from the beach. We went to the beach in December, so we did Delibird, which made the most sense. Yeah, this is my full shiny box that I've shiny hunted over the years. I got this at the beach. It was the first egg I opened.
Randomly, and I was so upset.
Before I opened Polisand, or started Polisand. Oh, man. Okay.
Heck yeah. Congrats, brother. Congrats, brothers.
Yeah, so glad to be done with Bulbasaur so I can move on to the next one.
You didn't go at odds. You didn't get the odds. Good job.
Alright, I'm gonna open this last batch right here, and then I'll go to Charmander. So, yeah, I was talking to... actually, I should probably go to the computer real quick. And
probably should.
I'll go over to the computer once these eggs hatch real quick. So after I heard that, I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of messed up in a way.
After what Becca said to you?
Yeah, like that they weren't gonna last to the week. Because in my head, that's misleading. But I kind of forgot about it. Me and you hanged out. We did a bunch of fun activities. I remember there being this little thing where we're like 10 feet up in the air. And, oh no, this is later. That's a later thing.
I was gonna say, why the heck are we 10 feet up in the air?
But me and you did hang out some. I put in $1 into this vitamin machine.
Yes.
Vitamin water. And it
ate his dollar.
It ate my dollar. And would not give me my money back.
Or his vitamins.
And I was mad at it. I'm like, give me my vitamins! And I started shaking the machine.
He was like banging it like this.
Yeah, I was like, give me my vitamins! Give me my vitamins!
It's probably the most memorable thing.
For some reason, that was like a meme to us. It was like, we always said it. Give me my vitamins!
You know what was funny about that? This was during lunchtime. And apparently, I think it was just me, you, and Tiny. We got confused. Because we thought they said we don't have to eat lunch that day. We don't have to be there. So no one else was around when this happened.
We were the only people that were down at this vitamin machine. Everyone else was gone.
It was like in the main area where like all the like a mini golf thing was, like sports, all the stuff. No one was around.
Yeah, so we're just like hanging out.
We're down here punching vitamin machines, and some lady just comes and gets us. Oh, and then we got talked to.
Yeah, I mean... We didn't get really that much in trouble.
We didn't get in trouble.
I mean, I believe what we heard in chapel was like, they made it sound like it was an option.
Like it was optional, yeah.
Yeah, it was like brunch. It's like, we're going to be having brunch if any of you would like to join us. Kind of. It made it sound like that, but really it was, come to brunch. You have to go. That's how they should have said it.
Yep.
And there would have been no... that would have kind of like fixed the whole thing.
Oh, goodness.
I'm going to interrupt this story.
Keep holding eggs. Stop getting eggs.
I didn't mean to do that.
Get your dude. Get your dude.
I'd like my Pokemon back, please. Bulbasaur. Give it back. Now. No.
Where'd it go, dude?
Oh, no. No, put the Ditto back in. You need to...
Put it on back up.
I'd like to leave my Pokemon, please. Ditto. Yes. Select. And... you.
Oh.
Which...
You put a Charmeleon in there.
Yeah.
Oh, you on Charmander. Derp.
Yeah, you're on Squirtle. You're still hatching Charmanders though, aren't you?
Yeah, I still have eggs.
Yeah. You're on Squirtle, my friend.
I still have Charmander eggs.
So let me move all
this. What do I
this.
nickname my Charmander? What are you gonna nickname your Bulbasaur?
Onion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you said that.
I like onions.
Oh, I said I was gonna name mine Pepper.
Oh yeah, you didn't do it.
Well, I'm going to.
Well, you better.
I will. Hop off.
Actually, I'm gonna put all these right here.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and change this over here.
You go, son.
Wow, we both got a shiny this episode.
I'm gonna get another one.
What's our time right now?
Oh, a little over 30 minutes in.
Good. I was wondering if I was talking too much.
No, you're good. We finally got past the story though. We did it.
No, not quite.
Are we not done?
No.
Shoot.
No.
There's still more.
It gets a little bit juicier, actually.
Does it really?
Yeah.
See, I forget, like, you guys gotta realize, we've been out of high school for 6 years now. So when we talk about 7th grade, that is, what, 11 years ago?
Yeah, close to it. No, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, maybe 11 or 12 years ago.
No, 11 years ago. It's wild how old we are.
Yeah, I don't like being old. Being old sucks.
It does kind of suck. I named my Charmander Pepper.
Nice.
I got Residue and Pepper.
Charmander is the appropriate name for that. Okay, that looks good.
Look at that.
So, we all go back to lunch. And eventually we go back to our cabin. And I'm actually, like, we didn't get to choose who we got to be in the cabin with.
Oh, yeah.
I had, like, Colin, Trey, Nick. Everyone from our rival gang was in my room. And Mike. Mike and Noah were in my room. So half of my people were in that room. Do I what?
I don't think I have a Squirtle.
Oh, you should have prepared, brother.
I didn't think I was going to get 2 shinies in 2 days.
Wow, you do not have a lot of hope in yourself.
I don't. Oh!
There you go.
I don't know why that's there. Sick.
I remember, yeah, Mike was there. And I specifically remember that because I had these snacks.
Grits.
I had these snacks called Grips, which were little tiny Cheez-Its.
Cheese blocks.
And everybody took my Cheez-Its, opened them up.
What did they do?
And they pelted Mike with them all night long. Mike was not a popular kid.
No.
He was, like we said before, he was known for being very annoying at that time. And he was still our friend.
Yeah.
But Pud, the other group, they did not like him.
It's not hard to be out.
So they would tease him and make fun of him and do stuff like that. And one night they just all took turns getting out of bed and hitting him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like they were just like punching Mike. Some would do it lightly, some would do it hard. They were just gotta make a game out of it. Yeah, so and like Mike like left us for 1 year to go hang out with those people for fame.
We'll get into that.
So like, just to give you some clarification of how they used to treat Mike when we were never mean to him at all, pretty much.
We're funny mean to him.
Yeah, like, yeah. So they
all friends pick on each other.
So they were like doing stuff like that. So I get back to the cabin, and I go in the room, and the first thing I see is, first off, Colin, Trey, Nick, and the first thing they say to me is like, I remember this so well. Like, Colin and Trey both looked at me and they're like, "Why didn't you tell us that Becca was not going to like keep this thing going?" I don't remember exactly how he said it. It was like, why didn't you let us know that she wasn't being real?
Shoot.
And I'm like, but at that time I didn't have. There was no time in between her telling me, me finding out, and then them finding out. Mm-hmm. There was no time where I could have been around Trey to tell him. And I was like, I just kind of found out. But they looked at me like they were betrayed, even though like even though we had just made up, like we still weren't like close friends around that time. So it was like, was I just making up when really I'm like, I know it's not gonna last anyways, so might as well just play it out. Like, there's so many assumptions that can be made through that. And I just remember Trey's face and was like, bro, why? Like, that kind of look. So yeah, like I felt like, oh man, like I feel kind of bad about this now.
Yeah.
So I kind of leave that. I feel like another day goes by. Me and Keegan are hanging out, and we decide to go rafting with Becca, because I'm still wanting to hang out with Becca.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really questioning morals too much at that point, because I'm already like, well, a lot of horrible things have happened already.
Yeah.
So we decide to go rafting, and I'm not in swimming trunks or anything. I'm just wearing my clothes.
Yeah.
I'm wearing this jacket. I'm looking cool.
He's wearing the jacket.
I'm wearing my blue fingerless gloves at that time. And so we get on the raft, and the way I get in the raft, I don't sit down in it. I don't want to get my butt wet.
I know exactly where you're going.
So, on the tube, I was like this.
He was on all fours.
All fours on the tube. I'm like, I am not going to get wet. And what happened was I could not like control where I was going because I was on all fours. So that led to Keegan getting way ahead of us. I think Brooke was there, that or Emily.
Mm-hmm.
And so they ended up getting way ahead of us, and Becca kept having to pull me out of rocks, moving me through, and she's like annoyed. She's like, Drew, just sit down. I'm like, no, I don't want to get wet. And that led to I guess kind of the anger and like the annoyance of me just kind of like being around her the whole trip kind of like got to her eventually. I think. And so we just like had a little spout, and it was like I didn't really argue back. I was more of like just kind of standing there on all fours like, yeah, this is a lot of drama's happening right now. I don't know what to do. And she's like, eventually like she gave up on me and she just like started swimming ahead, and that left me like just alone. I was like, I finally decided to sit down, and I'm laying up and I'm looking at the trees above me. I'm like, so I'm like, screw this. And then I got up into the water. I carried my raft out of the trees.
I was there for that.
Yeah,
I was there for that.
I started walking out, and I met up with you. And like,
yeah, I saw that happen.
And I think this is when I called you Raisin, actually, because me and you walk all the way to like our cabin, and we're talking about the little drama disputes between me, Trey, Becca.
Yeah.
Who's in the right, who's in the wrong, who cares? And like, I remember me and you were like sitting or standing at the railing talking. And
that's when I tried to do parkour.
Parkour. I don't remember.
Never mind.
But we were just talking. And at some of the emotional things I said, you kind of giggled. I remember that. You kind of laughed, like, hey. Because, I mean, it was stupid. I mean, this is 7th grade stuff.
7th grade relationships. You gotta love them.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, no reason to be overly serious about everything. But, hold up. Transferring eggs.
Woo.
Go ahead and move these over here. But, yeah, I kind of remember this moment. I'm like, yeah, I just don't know what to do, Raisin. And you're like, it's yeah. And then you just left it at that. And that's how I got the name Raisin.
Because
it took a long time to get there to that story.
Because I got so annoyed.
It's
like whatever.
So that's how you got the name. That's the true ending of the story. That's how you got the name Raisin.
We've made it.
Oh man, but
And now it's weird when you call me my actual name.
Yeah, I haven't called. I don't ever call you your real name.
It's only by accident.
Only accidents. Yeah, it's usually when someone else calls your name.
Yeah.
And then
It
registers.
after.
Yeah, I say it right after it registers
Gotcha.
in my mind. That's all I can remember pretty much from that trip. Other than the fact that we were forced to go to chapel 3 times a day.
Oh yeah.
To hear about Jesus, like we haven't all grew up in church and grew up in a Christian school. Cause we were the people that needed to be preached on the most.
Because our class wasn't spiritual enough.
Apparently. That's why they put us at the spiritual retreat.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, like
it was a good trip though.
It was fun, other than chapel. Chapel kind of like, they're like, it's like, yeah, it's fun. I wish I didn't have 100 mosquito bites on me. That's what chapel was. It's
and
like I still had a good time. Stairs, I didn't care about the stairs.
And the stairs.
Oh my god, you just reminded me something. Walking up those stairs, there was a sprinkler. This big sprinkler.
Yes!
And
you touch it.
I'm like, I'm gonna touch it. You're like, don't do it. Don't touch it.
I'm like, don't touch it.
I'm gonna touch it. So I went up to it and I touched it. I barely touched it.
And it moves.
And I started walking away and it started spraying the building. And like I remember there was girls walking up the stairs. It was like spraying towards them. And I'm like, let's get out of here. We left with the sprinkler like going off in different directions.
Honestly,
it was on wheels.
It was probably supposed to happen.
It was like a big mobile sprinkler on wheels.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't supposed to do that because it was like spraying the trees and the path and like going off in the direction of the building.
I wonder how far it went.
Instead of the grass where it was supposed to be spraying.
I wonder how far that thing went.
I wonder who fixed it. Oh man, but that area we were walking up to, it had vending machines, it had foosball. I mean, we stayed up there most of the time during the trip. It was so fun. Like, that was definitely the best area.
It was.
It was a nice little hangout area. Do you remember anything else that happened on that trip?
The 7th grade trip?
Yeah, 7th grade trip specifically. I remember I told Steven I was going to do the giant slingshot with him.
You didn't.
And I chickened out. And I didn't tell him. I'm guessing he found someone else to do it with him. It was like this giant swing pendulum. And it was like very medieval looking.
It did not look safe.
It did not look like the safest thing.
I did it with Michael on another year.
I did it the last trip.
You had to.
I had to. And I'm glad I did it. Who did I do it with? Did I do it with you?
I did mine with Michael.
Who the heck did I do it with?
I have no idea.
That's going to bother me if I can't. I feel like it was one of the girls. I feel like it might have been Aaron.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, wow. I feel like Aaron would.
They let you do
have been.
That? They let you do it with.
They let you. be in the same area as a woman? Wow.
Y'all like practically touching shoulders.
I know. Like, it was crazy.
Crazy how she ain't pregnant.
Aaron was so cool.
We love Aaron.
I love Aaron so much.
I remember one point we were in like the old computer lab. And like we sat in the back row. Aaron was in the front row. But we would like just sing about our hair.
Yeah.
Remember that?
We were
just bored one day. It was like a study hall or something. I don't know.
We loved singing for some reason.
We did. We just like making.
We like making up words and just finding things to sing about. And I don't remember all the lyrics we came up with, but me and you remember one specific thing where like I ended off my segment with, and I'm almost halfway there.
Yep.
And it was your part to sing, and you just started laughing.
It was the
goodbye.
See ya.
Yeah, it was like me and him were like racing somehow. Like that was kind of like the subject of the song.
To get to Aaron's.
To get to Aaron's hair.
Aaron's air.
Aaron's air.
Oh, let's see. But we also returned to the wilds to that same camp 11th and 12th grade years. Junior and senior year of high school.
I will just say one more thing to end off my trip. I remember sitting... I think I was sitting with Tiny on the way back because he really likes sitting with me.
Yes.
He always wanted to fight to sit with me.
Of course.
And I remember like looking back and like I remember seeing Becca depressed. I remember looking back and seeing Trey depressed.
All because of you.
All because of me. That was a great trip. I liked it.
Oh, what a time.
That was fun. I'm glad I have that story I can talk about.
It was great. I love that story. It's so good.
But
11th and 12th grade years. Different
11th
stories.
grade. We went to the wilds with this idea of, okay, since the whole first trip was about me, who is this trip going to be about? Talking to Mike and Raisin. And the way, I mean, okay, before I like say my parts, because I think we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
And you were kind of like, you couldn't really remember much of the trip.
I don't remember much of the 11th grade trip.
But this is the second trip. Which it is.
Which is the 11th grade trip.
Yeah, so this is like 4 years prior.
Yeah. So like 4 years later, we returned to the wilds.
Oh, it felt so nice to like revisit. But you said you don't remember anything from that trip, because I do remember stuff.
The only thing I really remember is like the little speech I gave like at the end of the week.
Oh, what did you say?
In front of the student body.
I don't remember that.
It was just like encouragement stuff, like to our class, how like we're the next rising seniors. You know, kind of like motivational speech type stuff.
Okay.
A feel-good speech.
I don't remember that. I guess I just stopped listening at that point. I'm gonna take this jacket off because we're out of this generation. We're in a new generation.
Is it hot?
Yeah, it's hot too.
Yeah.
But like by this generation, I had this haircut and was wearing all black.
Yeah.
So.
Not so much a tank top, but.
Yeah, I did get a tank top still a little bit after, but I couldn't wear tank tops at school.
It was a sin.
It was a sin, yeah, because as you know, ladies are really into armpits, so you cannot be showing your armpits at school.
Don't be saying that. There could be someone out there.
Oh, there is.
Probably. Any house.
But that's the only part you remember.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't really remember much of 11th grade.
I don't remember too much, but I remember you were...
Apparently I was depressed.
You were depressed about something. You were depressed about a girl.
Oh, goodness.
And what's even funnier, I remember this exact quote.
We're gonna talk about her
like
later on.
Wait, so you remember?
Different topic.
You remember that part?
I know what girl you're talking about.
Really? Because I don't remember who she was. But what's funny that I was going to bring up was I remember talking to Mike. I'm like, he's depressed about a girl. He's not even going to remember in 10 years. I said something like along those lines.
Here we are.
I guess you do remember her, though. So, wow. You proved me wrong in a way.
No, I know what girl you're talking about.
I know it still doesn't matter.
Since it was 11th grade, I know what girl you're talking about.
Okay, so...
We'll get to her on a later date, on another egg hunting video.
Oh, we gotta bring it up. I mean... At least tell me who it is.
It was Hannah.
Hannah? Our Hannah?
No, not our Hannah, no.
Which Hannah? There's so many Hannahs.
The one from my church.
Oh, that's right.
That was who, yeah. Because if what you're saying is true, I was depressed about some girl. It's gotta be her.
The part of that trip I remember specifically is like, we were down at the vitamin machine, and you were in the bathroom, and you were crying.
I was crying?
You were crying.
I don't remember.
You don't remember this?
I don't, no.
Did the emotions, like, push it out? Like, of your memory banks?
I turned into someone else.
You were crying in the bathroom, and, like, me and Mike were like... and we're like, Raisin? And Mike's like, buddy?
Raisin, buddy?
Are you okay? And, like, yeah, I'm like, we should go rafting. Let's all go rafting.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't remember this.
I don't,
and
honestly.
Then, like, I tried to cheer you up, talk about some, non-woman things. And, we all went to the rafting, and the way, like, we made you feel better, we sung songs while we were rafting.
Of course.
I don't know exactly what we were singing this time, because we
were singing.
At that point, we had, like, sung so many songs, and we made up so many lyrics.
Yeah.
Why wasn't I getting eggs in that process? That was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we made you feel better by singing songs down the same raft where I had women problems.
Full circle.
Full circle.
We made it.
That was season 2 of Going to the Wilds. Was
That's
you
really
trying
it.
to...
I do not remember that.
Yeah, that was kind of like... Well, the main reason I remember that specifically, because I said at the beginning, who is this trip going to be about? And we established that the trip was about you being depressed.
Cool.
So that was your moment to shine. And...
It was all made up.
In your head.
Probably. Yeah, I have no idea. I do not remember anything about that trip at all. Except for the speech at the end.
I remember we had a good time.
Yeah.
No drama between us and Pud. Oh, wait, yeah, there was.
Oh?
Not yet.
Oh?
That was earlier. That was the beginning of 11th grade. Drama didn't happen till later that year. And that was the drama with Mike, which we're saving for Mike being here.
Oh, the junior-senior trip?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's really all I can remember about the second time we went to the Wilds together. I'm sure so much happened that we can't remember, but it was just...
I don't know why. It's just something about that trip. We just don't remember. Other than I was depressed, I guess. Whatever.
Not too different than where you are now, I guess.
We're still here. Except I'm not depressed about a woman this time. I'm just depressed.
Just depressed in general. That
just general.
All the women add up eventually.
Yeah, they'll get here. Don't worry. Oh, goodness. But, so... Okay, so we can go on to 12th grade now. The final trip.
Now, for some reason, this trip was more memorable, but we did not really have any drama problems.
Yeah, not really anything that, like, stuck out. Like,
there's just... This one was, like... I remember stating again, like, who is the trip going to be about this time? And at the end of the trip, I'm like...
It's about all
I was talking to Mike, I'm like... You know,
you.
I bet this trip was about someone else that we don't even know. In someone else's class.
And we played a part in it.
We were in the background, and that's okay.
I
remember talking to Mike like that.
Yeah, because there were other schools there. I think 1 or 2 other schools there at the same time we were, and we got to we talked with some of them.
Yeah, they were cool.
Not like extensively, but we played games with them and hung out with them
It was fun.
Some points throughout the week.
One of them called me David Tennant the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't think she ever learned my name. She just always called me David.
Yeah.
And at the end of the trip, she even gave me a Coke bottle where they put your names.
Yeah.
On the
bottles. Back in that day.
She gave me one that said David on it. And
oh, that's so cute.
Back when I used to have this wall filled with movie tickets that we saw together. The Wilds wristband.
Yeah.
From the Wilds, I had every memory on this wall.
It's a memory wall.
And one of them, I taped up the Coke bottle where it says David.
I remember that.
And that was my one souvenir from that camping trip.
Oh my goodness. But also, we did the swing we mentioned earlier. I did a big giant mungo swing.
Mike got hit in the groin 3 times on that trip.
Yes, I remember that.
I remember him saying it hurt so bad he had to go check. I remember at one point he said, "I think I'm bleeding this time." I'm like, oh,
yes, I remember
Mike.
because I remember the 12th grade year. It was me, you, Mike, Joseph, Noah, and Tiny.
Yep.
In a room.
I think we got to pick our people that time, actually.
Well, I don't think Noah was there because this was senior year.
Yeah, Noah wasn't there.
Yeah, so not Noah, but all the rest of us. So I don't know. Taylor's trying to do a handstand or something. I don't know what he's doing. And Michael's standing behind Taylor. And so Taylor goes down and his legs like swing up behind him and full on kicks Michael straight in the groin.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't see it, I heard it.
I saw it and heard it, and I'm like, oh, Mike, are you okay? I feel so bad for you.
Wait!
There's something, I was thinking
11th grade year?
I forgot it until you said Tiny, and then I'm like, there is something from the second year we forgot about.
There's something in the 11th grade year.
Tiny was dating Becca in 11th grade.
Jeez, Becca just has a prominent part in these wild trips, doesn't she?
Oh, it seems to be. And,
it's fun, though.
They didn't work out, of course. But, Noah was there, and we were just talking about girls while we were,
Noah has no filter.
No filter whatsoever. And we talked about girls because we were guys, but we were also, like...
respectable.
We were very respectful about how we talked about these women.
Yes. Noah.
And Noah...
Call him No Filter Noah.
No Filter Noah was not. So we're all just in our bunks. I'm on the top bunk. We had a friend named Gabe. He's on the bottom of Noah's bunk. And so we're
it was like hold on. I remember the layout because I was on a top bunk.
I was on the top bunk beside the door, and then Gabe was on the bottom bunk on the left side of the door.
Yeah, so
across from me.
It was like you, Gabe. I was on this top bunk. Taylor was on this top bunk. And then Noah was on the last top bunk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Taylor, me and Taylor, we're both just sitting like where the ladder like goes up to the top bunk. We're just like hanging there, we're talking, feet dangling off, all the good stuff. And like he said, we're talking about women and very respectful because talk respectfully about women. Talk respectfully about anyone. Ever.
Yeah.
Because we're all humans. I can't remember exactly what Noah said.
I do.
He knows. Go ahead.
It's not very family friendly.
It's not.
But like
we'll censor it ourselves.
I somehow got on Becca because Tiny was talking about Becca, and Noah was like, "Yeah, I'd beep her."
Yeah,
beep.
he
said the word beep.
He said he'd do something to Becca, and it wasn't very nice.
And there was awkward silence.
There was silence. There was a good 5 to 6 second silence.
I'm like, I was like,
I think we were all processing what this dude just said with Taylor in the room, and keep in mind, him and Becca were having a thing. And this is when Taylor got not so tiny. There was one summer he came back to school. He was taller and better looking.
Yes. In between, over the summer, he went from the shortest kid in the school to one passing me easily.
One of the tallest. He was perfectly toned, good looking, all these things.
It was like a fast puberty.
I believe he took steroids. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I think he did.
I don't know how he grew up that fast.
I don't know what happened, but show me. So he can beat any of us up and all of us up at the same time. So Noah says what he said, and we're all just sitting there, and we're standing there just processing what this dude said with Taylor in the room. And silence. And then next thing I know, Tiny full on leaps.
Terminator leaps off the bed. Lands on the ground.
And like that, he is right beside Noah's bed, and he grabs hold of your bed to momentum himself, like get momentum or something. He's going in for the punch.
He's going to Noah.
Gabe grabs Taylor's leg.
Hold up, do you remember what you said? Like as soon as you started walking to him.
Walking towards Taylor.
I remember this scream perfectly.
Walking towards Taylor? No.
No, as Taylor got up.
No.
Like, as soon as he got up, you went, Taylor, no!
Oh my gosh, that's movie material right there. Taylor, no! Oh, I believe it. A lot happened in that moment.
So funny.
I was just there.
Oh god.
So Taylor leaps off the bed. I scream, Taylor, no. So he goes to go punch Noah, grabs a hold of your bed, the top of your bed, to like force himself more.
I'm on the warpath.
And so he pulls himself forward with it, tips your bed a little bit, like it's.
I thought my bed was gonna fall.
Yeah, you were
like
tipping.
He was pulling my bed, and like Gabe was holding him by his ankle.
Yep.
To keep him from getting to Noah, and like Tiny was like trying to get to Noah by pulling on my bed, and I'm on the top bunk, and my bed's like slowly tilting over. I'm like, yeah, I started screaming.
And then I don't know how it ended, but it all calmed down.
I guess because it was so funny, we just kind of laughed it away. But I remember Noah was hunched in the corner.
This man was scared for his life.
He's like, I'm sorry.
I was scared for his life. I'm like, we're about to lose someone this trip. This is it. Oh my gosh. Oh, but that was like the big thing that happened that trip.
Another thing I remember on that trip, going to a Christian school, we all believed in demons. And so we were having a talk about demons like late at night, like 1 o'clock. And me being beside the door, I'm right beside the light switch. And I waited.
Oh, you idiot! I hate you!
I waited till like we were getting into a real juicy part of the story. Like it was mostly quiet, and then I just flickered the light real quick. And then stopped.
The fastest thing I've ever, the fastest movement ever possible.
I made sure like no one saw me move at all.
It wasn't those lights that like kind of like dim on. No, it's full brightness.
Yeah,
at
full
the
bright,
second
full
you turn it on.
full bright.
I thought like I was having a stroke in that moment. I was like, oh my gosh, it was just a bright white flash of light, and then it was gone. I'm like
scared everyone.
I thought the rapture happened. I'm not kidding. I thought Jesus called me home. I'm like, this is it. I'm done. I'm sorry, Lord, but
everyone freaked out.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to move you from that bed. I wanted Taylor to tip you.
Oh, that was so fun.
Oh wow.
So we do remember some stuff from the second trip that was more fun.
We just had to unlock it. Oh my gosh.
I had to think about it a little bit. That was great.
It was fun. But 12th grade.
The main thing I remember was my getting hit over and over and again. I remember going to the bathroom with him, not to check personally, but to go to the stall and be like, Mike, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I think I'm bleeding. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. I know that sucks.
I remember. This must have been the last day because we were like all cleaning up and stuff. Do you remember like Taylor was talking about preachers or something and like making fun of him. He's like, I don't remember how or why this. I don't remember the context, but all I remember him in a high pitched voice going, "You have potential."
Yeah, yeah.
You have potential.
He did it so perfectly.
He did so good. Like, oh my gosh. And then I remember like I was underneath the bed, the bunk bed, cleaning up, like trying to like get like pieces of trash. And I got the trash. I'm trying to like push myself back from under, and I turn around to make sure I'm not gonna run into anything.
Yeah.
And when I turn around, it's Taylor's face poking from up beneath the bed.
You have potential.
No, he goes. I'm not kidding. He goes. Makes the stupidest face I've ever seen anyone make.
Oh my god.
And I lost it. It was over for me. It was so funny.
Oh man.
And then, oh my goodness, just a memorable. There you go. Very easy to remember the trip.
I think there was one more thing I was gonna bring up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I remember doing the activities at the Wilds.
Do you?
Yeah, like doing the tire swings. Like we had to start on one side.
Oh
and use
my
the tire swings to get to the very end.
Oh.
I almost got to the end. And a lot of people didn't think I'd get that far, and then I didn't make it at the last second. I'm like,
living up to everyone's expectations.
I'm like, come on, guys, it's so easy.
It.
And then I remember another thing where we're like 10 feet up in the air, and we're trying to cross this really thin bridge. And everyone was like, I was last, and like everyone was like, Drew, go, hurry up, go. And I'm like, okay. I get on all fours, and I slowly crawl across the bridge. And everyone's like so annoyed with me. Everyone's saying like, "Oh my god!" Of course, you know that kind of wording. Oh, good times.
I remember that now. Like it was a whole like course thing. Like
that was fun.
I was wearing a purple shirt.
I'm not a very athletic person, but those were very fun activities.
It was. I remember because during 12th grade year, I was on the yearbook staff, so like we were making the yearbook and everything. And I didn't do the wild page, but it was our friend Squid or Joseph, and he was doing the page for that trip, the wilds, and he put you and Mike, y'all were like in a canoe or like whatever, y'all were in a boat together. It's just the two of you, and he put y'all on that page, but he put y'all like he didn't do it, but he showed me. But originally it was in a halt.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it looked very cute.
I wish I saw that.
But
this you can't put that in the book because that's gay.
You cannot.
That was against their religion.
This was the year with the blob, right?
The blob was there the last 2 years.
What year was it? Was it 7th or 12th grade where Brooke was on the blob and you were supposed to go?
Yeah, I was behind her and she had jumped and she was waiting on me to jump off so I could launch her into the air. And I freaked out. Last second, I'm like, nope, can't do it. Sorry. And I walked off. Everyone's like, come on. Like, everyone... like, it was like a cartoon moment. Everyone's, like, mad at me. Like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm going back down. And the person behind me, huge. Like, this dude did not look like a kid. He looked like a full adult. He was, like, at least 300 pounds. And he jumps off and watches Brooke way up in the air, and she didn't see it wasn't me.
Yep.
So like when she finally meets up with me, she goes, Drew, you're freaking fat. And I didn't correct her.
I like to think she still doesn't know to this day.
She might not if she remembers.
Oh my gosh, what a time. The Wilds was so fun.
Yeah, it was.
We need to go back there.
I wish we could.
Let's do it.
Go camping with us.
No, I can't.
Why not?
I got dog sit for someone.
Take the dog with it. Come on, I'm gonna make a melodical beach trip out of it.
Well, good on you.
Come on, you gotta do it.
No, I'm not.
What? Get your sister to babysit.
No, babysits. Dog sitting.
Who dog sits? Like really?
Me.
Like I leave my dog just doing whatever he wants whenever he wants.
I'm getting like $300 for this.
That's why.
Absolutely, that's why.
But like, what do you do? Just let the dog just leave the dog outside. Let it run around and do whatever.
It's not an outside dog.
I don't understand things.
I know.
Too much responsibility. What minutes are we at?
Well, over an hour.
Okay.
Almost at an hour.
Well, we got to talk about every Wilds trip.
We did. We got there.
I don't think there's anything we left out. I do remember. There was a train that went around the cafeteria.
Yes.
And every time the train went over our heads,
train.
when you went
choo-choo.
Choo-choo. Yeah, we were like so stupid.
Is this was 7th grade?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
7th grade.
Thank God.
And then I tried to bring it back in 8th grade. You wouldn't do it. Or 11th grade. You wouldn't do it with me.
I would not do it with you. No.
I do remember also in 7th grade, we were trying to recruit people for D&G. Find more members. And there's the way that we initiated the conversations would be like, are you stupid?
And do you feel good about it?
Do you feel good about it? If they said yes to both, they're like, you're in. But we wouldn't explain what we're doing before the initiation. So there was this funny girl that was sitting beside us from a different school, and we were like, are you stupid?
Are you stupid and do you feel good about it?
Like, now... Probably wasn't the best thing to say to her.
Probably not the best open liner.
Scared.
Probably not the best open liner to do.
She did not join us.
Shocking.
Shocking. Yes, we know. But, you know, when you're a small group, you got to recruit people, make your group bigger.
You gotta do what you can.
Yeah, we did what we can. But,
oh my gosh.
That was our Wilds trips. We didn't get to talk about Harvest Time. But there's not really enough to talk
Not much
about
happened there.
It's
not as memorable.
Wait,
the only thing I remember is Jacob Long's shoe got stolen by Ryan Rab.
That's funny.
He was like some wizard or something.
I remember the bunks we were in. It was just a big downgrade from the Wilds.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have really gone there if the school didn't get such a big discount. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we went.
We cheap.
But I do remember. I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep, right?
Oh, that was Harvest.
And then a few minutes would go by, and then I'm like, now. And then I would do it again. I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep, right?
This man waited like 45 minutes for this.
And then I went, now.
And I was waiting for it.
He was waiting. And eventually, late in the night, I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep, right? And then I waited the entire night, woke up, and then it said, now.
Yep. Yep.
That's all I really remember from Harvest Time, other than it just sucking. It wasn't, nothing memorable happened. It wasn't exciting. I remember writing down in the Drew books, like, that was my phase where I just stated that I hated everything. So I wrote down a list of everything I hated at Harvest Time. That's the only thing I remember from that trip.
And one thing I do remember at Harvest Time is, apparently, I didn't see this happen, but I heard that Brooke apparently, like, fell on her face. We were running. I think it was like a scavenger hunt type thing.
I do remember the scavenger hunt.
And it was late at night, so everyone was, like, running around. And I know we were, like, sitting in the chapel. And
yeah,
someone comes in and saying, Brooke just full on face planted on gravel.
I remember us being worried about that.
Yeah, you remember now. So
yeah.
Brooke apparently, like, face planted on the gravel. And apparently someone described it like she scorpioned herself.
Yes.
Yeah, so like, which is like when your feet touch the top of your head or something like that. I don't know.
Poor Brooke.
No, she's fine.
We got to talk about Brooke in every episode in funny ways.
Shout out.
Shout out to Brooke.
Shout out to Brooke.
Love you, Brooke.
Thanks for changing our lives.
Apparently you were such a big impact on our lives. I'm glad we finally got 2 shinies. And
you got your first shiny today.
Yes.
You got your first shiny. I got my little pepper.
I'm glad we're not on the same mon exactly, but I am glad that we're both progressing now.
Yes, it's fun.
Which makes me happy. I got one more batch I'm going to go through as we end up this episode.
Absolutely.
I hope you guys enjoyed us talking about the Wilds. I mean, this was a roller coaster.
Yeah, we do hope you guys enjoy us talking about like our history and like our past and like just.
There's nowhere else for us to talk about this stuff,
reminiscing.
Really. So I mean, and hatching eggs, this is the best place to discuss everything.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it makes the time go by so much faster for us.
It does. Because like we're almost an hour 15 in.
Yeah,
it does not feel that long.
Doesn't even feel like it.
Oh my goodness. But yes, we hope you guys enjoyed, and we hope you guys will keep coming back to hear our little stupid conversations. Again, subscribe, like the video, ring the bell.
Yeah.
So you can be notified when we post other content. And I think we said at the beginning of this episode, we do have other videos you may have seen throughout the week, different playthroughs and different challenges of certain games that we hope you guys enjoy as well.
Yeah.
So if you did enjoy, put some comments down. Put some questions.
Ask some questions.
Yes, put some questions down in the comments below.
I would love to answer questions.
Like Q&A. If you have a specific topic you want us to talk about,
yeah, that'd be another.
Pick our brains about. We'll do that too.
That'd be fun.
It would.
Also, I want to know, the people who watch these videos, did you find us through Twitter, through TikTok, through Instagram?
Not TikTok.
Dude, I posted one video on TikTok and I got like 600 views pretty fast.
Posted on TikTok? I did not know we had a TikTok.
Yeah, we have a TikTok account.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to release a bunch more TikToks before this video comes out.
Oh, boy.
I think I posted some in the Ditwicks.
Follow us on TikTok.
Yeah, follow us on TikTok. I was looking up the 4 most popular social medias, and TikTok was one of them. Like, well,
of course.
If we're going to actually try to get views, I'm going to go all out this time.
Oh, goodness me. Well, on TikTok. Oh, no, I'm making TikToks.
It's okay. I just take YouTube clips and make kind of like tease people to watch
snippets.
it. Yeah.
Cool.
So, As always, I'm Dit.
I'm Wick.
And we're the Ditwicks. See you guys later.
Peace out, y'all.